Hi, I'm Braeden Hero, and today I'm here with Miss Tana Howard, and I will be asking her questions about speech. Why should students consider joining speech?
I think speech is one of those life skills that you gain so much from. It's really nice to be able to step out into the world when you guys leave high school, but not even then. I mean, just your everyday thing of trying to prepare and what you're going to say to people, all those things. It's a life skill that you're going to have to use the rest of your life, and so I think it's important to practice that and to learn presentation and all those things.
What instantly makes a competitor stand out?
The thing that makes a competitor stand out is their poise and their confidence. I think a lot of times when students walk into a room, there's just an air about them that they feel confident in their piece, and that shows when they start presenting, and you can see that they've practiced and they've worked on it. It's not something that they were given the night before, and then they come in and present.
And last question, what advice would you give someone competing for the first time?
The advice I would give to someone competing for the first time would just be do your best and have fun and take notes and learn. Look at the other competitors, how they carry themselves. If you can get into rounds and listen to them speak, listen to others and see the good and the bad, right? And you can learn stuff from each individual speaker. And so go out there and try it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your interview.
Thank you.
Today I'm here with
Bradford.
And first question, what first got you introduced in judging computer programming for UIL competitions?
Well, it goes a long ways back. I've liked computers since the Trash 80 was introduced. I took programming in college and majored in math, and when I decided to teach, well, I did computer science.
That's awesome. What skills do students gain that are useful in real world programming?
Oh, wow. I have many former students who majored in computer programming. One of the most recent ones is head of Microsoft AI and cloud sourcing. He works for companies like GE, is what he told me. I have several guys that are all over the world doing this.
Yes, sir. That's awesome. Last question, what advice would you give someone interested in doing computer science or programming?
They can do it without a class. There's a lot of stuff available online. You can you can learn and teach yourself Java programming or other languages, and enter contests online and prove your skills and see where it goes.
Yes, sir. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for your interview.
Okay, Braeden.
Thank you. Today I'm here with Avery Boatwright, and she does LD. What's the difference between CX and LD?
I would say the biggest difference between CX debate and LD debate is the main one that we see is CX is a two-partner debate, and LD is a single-person debate, but LD is also more morally based, where CX is statistical based and you have more evidence. But yeah.
What case did you do?
Our topic was that developing countries should prioritize globalization over protectionism. So you have two different cases. You have your affirmative case and your negative case. And I took the stand of affirmative and basically said that we should do this because it helps promote our countries and just helps us thrive.
How do you think the round went?
I think it went pretty well. I don't think I did my best this round. It definitely wasn't the best I could have done, but there's always room for improvement.
And would you recommend doing LD?
I would, because LD is, I'm not going to say CX is bad, but I prefer LD out of the debates. But if you're just looking for something that's fun and gives you a way to connect with people, LD is definitely something to do.
Perfect. Well, thank you for your interview. Today I'm here with Victoria Goley, and she is the current events district champion, and I'm going to be asking her questions of how she got there. What did it take to get first in current events?
Studying. I kept up with current news stories and news channels, and then I also didn't just stick to one channel or source. So I read basically everything I could get a hold of. It's really simple, honestly.
That's perfect to go into our next question. How were you able to keep up with all the news with it being just as limited as it was?
Foreign news sources, like putting a VPN on my phone, tablet, laptop, etc., and looking for international news, especially because international news is so important to the event.
Awesome. And what advice would you give to someone that's interested in joining current events?
Actually study. Don't be scared of seniors because they've been doing it for years and you haven't. Don't be afraid to study. Even if it's very last minute, just reading like your own phone's news app on the last day before the event, it still counts. You're still studying. It's a much easier event than it looks. Also, the essay is really important. Make sure to stay unbiased and objective in your essay writing. That's all, really. It's pretty simple.
Perfect. Thank you for your interview. Today I'm here with Tyler Glass, and I'm going to be asking him some questions about today and being in culinary. So how were you able to handle today being a culinary specialist during UIL?
It was pretty chill. I didn't do a whole lot. We were mostly just waiting. We were pretty much just waiters for today. Just getting them drinks and whatnot, and then changing the food out.
That's good. How much food did y'all make?
We didn't really make anything. It was mostly just putting the food on boards. It was mostly just snacks and whatnot, like cookies, brownies.
What advice would you give someone that wants to join culinary?
I'd say do it, but I don't know, actually.
There's a lot of work to it.
Be prepared to wash dishes. That's the worst part.
Alrighty, well, thank you for your interview.